See black fields. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a...
Then the fools, young and old, will sit down to a feast. And they'll feast, and they'll feast. And they'll feast, 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 feast. They'll feast on who pudding and rare who roast beast. Raw roast beast is a feast I can't stand in the least. And then they'll do something I hate most of all. Every who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, will stand close together.
Why is a Grinch? What makes him tick? Why is his Grinch brain sick, sick, sick? Oh boy, if I had a psychiatrist's couch, I'd find out what's wrong with that Grinchy grouch.
That's a lot of rot.
Is there something in your family tree that causes Grinch delinquency?
Absolutely not.
As a boy, were you never a good Boy Scout? Did you ever eat too much sauerkraut? Did your school teacher say that you were a fool? Did you dive in an empty swimming pool?
Positively not.
Did you fight a lot with your older sisters? Did you suffer from poison ivy blisters? The shoes that you wore, were they too tight? Were you afraid to go out in the dark at night? Did some big bully steal your kite? Your teeth, was there something wrong with your bite?
This is getting quite dull, don't you think? Let's liven things up. And now, I will give them a triple ring Fitzerunk Gunkel Geschlop with a marshmallow sauce and a cherry on top. The Grinch! Well, that worked out nicely.
Come on, Max. It's our first stop.
The old Grinchy claws hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. He'd slide down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch.
He's planning a double twisting, interrupted forward flying 2.5 with a combo tuck and pike. High degree of difficulty.
He got stuck only once, for a moment or two.
Blasted water weight goes right to my hips.
Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue.
A little more stealth, please.
With the little who stockings all hung in a row.
These stockings
He grinned.
are the first thing to go. Okay, fellas. Chow time.
Then he slunk to the icebox.
Slunk.
He eyed the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out that icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch, he even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee.
And now...
Grinned the Grinch.
I stuff up the tree.
Yo, it's Christmas. No distance. Listen, all you listeners. First day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. Heart on the second day of Christmas,
Max! Yo, mean one, you really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel. Mr. Grinch, you're a bad banana with the greasy black peel. You're a vile one, you got termites in your smile. You have all the bitter sweetness of a seasick crocodile. Mr. Grinch, you're a foul one.
You take the outside, I'll take the inside. House number 1.
He was ready to pounce and set the score right. He'd make up for the past, and he'd do it tonight.
Okay, now let's steal Christmas.
He swept up their presents with the speed of a whiz, and he knew he'd cause sadness. Only theirs now, not his. All this excess and nonsense, it was all about greed. About meaningless stuff that they didn't even need.
Yeah.
The Grinch went to work. He scooped up the toys. He raced against time. He raced against joy. He hit a few snags as he made his way through. An angry orange cat and a sleepwalking who.
Thank you, Mommy.
He stole pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn and plums. Gadgets and gizmos and dolls with strange names, goofballs and schloofballs and video games. And he swiped, and he poached,